least of the sock for right now, because I don't know how that's gonna sound, and maybe it's too powerful and it sounds bad. Sorry, I just sniffed. I gotta take multivitamins again. I've been slacking on that for a little bit now, and so my hair is all patchy. All this is patchy and weird because it's not growing correctly because I'm not getting enough biotin. That has to sound good, right? I mean, that has to sound fine at least. I just realized I'm a fucking loser and my bed isn't made and my TV is still on YouTube. What are you gonna do? George, Paul, Ringo, John. The next thing I have here is two rocks, two little rocks. I'm gonna show them off first. So first I've got this little dude, and they've just kind of been hanging out for a bit. Oh, look at that. Look at my fucking gross thumb. I get that. Oh, that's yucky. I get that from playing bass. That's gross. There you go, kids. This is a pretty cool rock. This is, if I'm not mistaken, from the San Marco River. And I got them when my brother graduated college. He graduated at Texas State University with, I believe, a bachelor's in business. Pretty cool stuff. This is another little rock. And it's got a funky shape to it. The way that I lay it on my dresser is that it's kind of got like a, almost like a triangle. I don't know if you guys see what I see. It kind of looks like a triangle to me. But something I thought would be neat is kind of like when people take marbles and just like that. I don't know how that's gonna sound. Hopefully good. Sometimes in like, I don't know any ASMR artists, for example, that do this, but like sometimes people will like rub things or scrape things together and it sounds terrible. And I'm really like not sure why they would think that that's a good tingle, that's a good idea, that's a good sound, you know? Because to me at least it sounds like nails on a chalkboard, you know, certain noises. So I hear them and I'm like, well, where did you get that idea? Why would you think that that sounds good? You know, that hurts my ears, you know, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm playing with this. It looks uneven desk where it usually is. Another thing I've got here is a brain fart flashlight. I got a flashlight here. My grandmother bought me this a couple months ago because it was supposed to storm really bad, and so she had me take her to Walmart and said, okay, let's go get waters and canned goods and flashlights and batteries. And then it like barely rained. So we didn't really need them at all. But I have it by my bed because we have had power outages since this storm. So there has been instances where I've needed it once or twice, but it's got pretty good batteries in it. So much so actually that it's one of those little flashlight kits that comes with batteries. So you don't even have to buy the batteries separate. It just, it comes with a unit, and then you put the batteries in the flashlight, and then the flashlight works. Isn't that wonderful? I think it's wonderful. That didn't happen. Fuck. I think it's wonderful. And so what happens when you click it? Isn't that neat? Excuse me, sir, how much have you had to drink tonight? You know, that kind of shit. Turn on. My left hand is not as strong as my right. That's better. Pretty neat. And then this part glows in the dark, I guess, if you're like asleep or whatever, or obviously your house is dark and maybe you don't already have candles lit. Fat chance, for me at least. And you need to see this in the dark, pitch black, whatever. And so I'll go to bed at night, and I have this on my dresser over there, and I'll turn my lights out, and this part of the flashlight just glows and kind of stares at me, and my eyes get used to it, and it just evaporates into the darkness. And that's that. For the second to last trigger, this is something that I have a lot of fun with. It is my Game Boy Advance SP. It's very cool, obviously. It has a game loaded in it right now, which is Super Mario Bros. 3. It's pretty cool. It's like Super Mario Bros. 2, but it's 3. actually have two triggers left because one of them, the one after the one that I'm about to do, is improvised, and I didn't practice with said trigger beforehand, so I don't know how that's going to sound, and I apologize in advance for that. But the second to last trigger of the night is a great book, an excellent book. Maybe I could read some of this, or read another book one day for ASMR. That'd be cool. I don't know if this is the most appropriate book for people to fall asleep to. Yeah, it's a pretty screwed up book. I need to get like headphones so that when I do this, I can hear what it sounds like, and hopefully it's not that bad. So for the final trigger of the night, this is very heavily improvised, but I have seen various ASMR artists and non-ASMR artists, just general people who have an interest in this kind of thing and feel as though they can make nice sounds with it happen. So I'm going to try and do just that. This is my 2015, I don't know. This is my Squire Precision bass with an Epiphone strap on it because I am cheap. Who cares about consistency, right? Fuck that. Okay, I think that's all the